Currently, I'm at the office of Mid-America Mortgage, and we're meeting with the Ferrari team here in Addison. So you see they've got a lovely, nice office. So come on, let's check it out. If you can tell by the outfits, it's Christmas time here at the Mid-America Mortgage. They've got some personal touches. You can see the name right there the second you come in, and you're always greeted with a warm welcome. It's interesting. So right now we're going to meet the ladies that are going to be helping you with everything you need to get your first home. So we have Tabitha. Hello, ladies.
Hey, how are you? Good, how are you?
and then also Caitlin. So you're not really dealing with like a massive corporation here. You're dealing with these personal individuals who will answer all the questions you need. And these ladies dealt with me, so they're pretty much up for any challenge. So right now I'm meeting with Tony Ferrari from the Ferrari team here at Mid-America Mortgage, who's going to hopefully answer some questions for us when we get to the bottom of this mortgage thing and figure out how to get you into your new home. So I think first and foremost, a question I get asked a lot, which people feel always a little bit embarrassed asking, is like, what is like the bare minimum credit score that you need in order to get out of an apartment or out of renting into your first home?
Good question. Well, FHA loans will start at a bare minimum. You're going to need a 580 credit score.
580?
580.
Okay, so that's not a very good credit score, let's be honest, but
it's not the best,
yeah,
but it's actually kind of on the lower end of the national average.
But as long as you have that 580 credit score, you're pretty much good to go.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and then the other question, obviously, which I get asked constantly, is just what's the bare minimum that you need to put down in order to get into your new home?
3%. On a first-time home buyer program. Yes, sir.
Okay, awesome. And then is the question from there is, obviously there's two types of loans, as everybody was hears about. You have like your FHA and your conventional. So is on a first-time home buyer program will be part of the FHA loan, is that correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, so an FHA loan there would require 3.5% down.
Okay.
Or a conventional would require just 3% with first-time home buyers. If you're an existing homeowner, typically conventional loans require 5%.
So it's essentially is the conventional loan is for people with maybe a bit better credit. So as if you can get the conventional loan is to go for that one, but then, and what's the minimum credit score for a conventional loan?
620.
620?
620 is the minimum there.
Basically, to sum up, on a conventional loan is anywhere from 620 to 680 is the approved, depending on the person. They get in contact with you to figure
Ideally speaking, though, that number of 680 is kind of a mark in lending that FHA loans tend to be better on the monthly payment side with a 680 and lower. 680 and higher, we're always going to recommend a conventional product, unless certain circumstances.
So as a basic rule is the better your credit, the less you're going to pay monthly.
That's correct.
Okay, perfect.
It's risk versus reward.
And I think then the question is which I get a lot personally, is at what point do they get in contact? Is they're in an apartment now or they're renting? At what point do they get in contact with you guys and start exploring these options?
I'd always say the sooner the better. The sooner and the more length we have to work with certain customers, the better off we're going to be able to give them service, to give them time, fix credit situations, save money, things like that, so we can plan out their financial strategy with getting towards whatever home purchase they're looking for.
Okay, so awesome. You talk to them about their situation at the moment, be like, hey, this is what you're looking at, here are all your options, and then kind of recommend them the best way to go.
Basically at that point, that initial consultation is what I call it, we'll dissect three things: their income, their credit, and their assets, money in the bank.
Yeah.
And once we kind of see what that looks like, we'll kind of see what situation is going to fit best for them.
And then just to clarify, these consultations, they don't cost anything, they're not going to be charged,
free.
They're not going to be sent bills as they get to
You get to use my head.
Exactly.
My rule of thumb, though, is I laugh because I like to take myself out of my shoes, put themselves in the client's shoes, in their situation, and determine what's best for them.
Yeah, so they get to talk to all of you lovely people. All they got to do is go ahead and get in contact, start having these conversations if they're thinking about getting into a home, and then they can explore the options. And then as well as you'll let them know how much they can spend on a home also, which is pretty cool, right?
Absolutely.
That's the consent letter, or
That's a pre-approval letter.
Pre-approval
or pre-qualified letter.
Consent
if
letter.
we have all documents and we take it through underwriting, that would turn into what they call pre-approval.
Okay, so you go basically is having a look at your situation. You can, afford a house up to this much, and then go and talk to somebody like myself, and we can go start looking at all those homes, and then that's the rough budget that they're going to be within for getting a home, correct?
Yep.
So basically, after talking for hours and getting all of the information and getting a thorough education in mortgages, is, long story short, if you have a fairly decent credit score, or at least working towards it, and you're thinking about getting your home, is contact this guy because he'll get you money for it.